Podcast number 15, Lathe Turning Operations. The first operation is facing off. Here at the left hand side you can see a 3-jaw chuck spinning with a piece of aluminium, and in the centre of the screen you can see a tool which is held in a tool post. This tool is going to move using the automatic feed for the lathe into the centre of the bar, taking a cut of metal as it does so. And you can see the metal or swarf breaking off as it does this. This tool will move cutting into the centre of the material, leaving a smooth finish on the end of the bar. A quick tip: knowing that the tool is the right centre height is important in lathe turning, and one way you will know when your tool isn't the correct centre height is when your tool reaches the middle here, you will leave a pip on your metal. The tool is then wound out, and the chuck stopped, and the bar has been faced off. Next is the taper turning process, and this is turning an angle along the length of a piece of material. Here you see the setter adjusts the compound slide on the top of the machine to an angle. It's roughly about 30 degrees here, and the wee green area in the middle of the screen is how you would set that angle. The compound slide is tightened up to stop it moving from this angle, and the tool is brought in to the workpiece. You can see this workpiece is a piece that was faced off. It's set to take the first cut, and unlike facing, when you're doing taper turning, the cuts are made over a number of cuts, perhaps 4, perhaps 5, perhaps 6. And unlike parallel turning, the cut that's made here on the metal is made at an angle. Here you can see an adjustment is made in the machine to move the tool closer to the centre of the bar, and then an angled cut is made. And this process continues until you achieve the taper that you wish. Again, feeding in and taking the cut using the handle on the compound slide. Taking the cut, winding the tool back, and you're left with a taper on the metal. The next tool is the parting tool. The parting off process is basically the process of cutting the metal in 2 bits. Here we see a number of diameters have been turned in this metal, and close to the 3-jaw chuck is the parting tool now moving in to cut metal on the bar. The parting tool moves towards the centre of the bar, cutting metal as it goes, and this will eventually separate 2 pieces of material. If you watch closely, you will see the bit of metal closest to us falling off and into the tray of the machine. There we go. Parting off is done using the parting tool. Another tool is knurling. This is a completely different process, and the first thing you will notice is the machine runs at a very, very slow speed. This process is all about time and pressure. Knurling produces a diamond-shaped pattern on the metal, which is often used for decoration or for grip. So as you can see here, the metal is held one end, which we can't see in the 3-jaw chuck, the other end in a revolving centre in the tailstock, which would be at the right hand side, and in the tool post at the bottom right hand corner is a knurling tool, which is slowly fed along using the machine's automatic feed. As it does this, it creates the diamond pattern on the metal, and no other finishing is required at this stage. Again, it's a slow process, and pressure is the key here to producing the diamond pattern on the metal. complete. This is a close-up of a knurled pattern. And the final process is the centre drill. This is a guide or start for the drilling process. Here we see, held in a Jacob's chuck in the tailstock, a centre drill, basically pushed in to the metal at the end to provide an angled lead-in for the drilling process. And you would just remove the centre drill and replace it with a normal drill and drill a hole in the centre of the metal if required.